Aloha. You're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing here. Like, where's the calendar? What's the election? What's going on? I'm grateful to Brett and Jeff for your kind and welcome invitation. I happen to be in town today, and so I'm taking the opportunity to come and visit with a few of the county conventions that are happening here this morning. As you know, I used to be a Democrat, and have just finished writing a book, sent it off to the printer yesterday, talking about a little bit what Brett mentioned. I was a Democrat for 20 years, first elected to the Hawaii State Legislature in 2002. Served as a vice chair of the DNC, served in Congress for 8 years, served on our Honolulu City Council, and increasingly over time was exposed to, witnessed, and experienced the insanity of today's Democratic Party. I go into detail in the book about it. You may have a little special discount that we offered here for you guys today. If not, there will be some outside. I go into great detail about those experiences and about how the policies that are coming from the Biden-Harris administration are destroying our country. I have never been one of those politicians that's gone walking around on election time saying, this is the most important election of our time. You have to come out and vote. Because once you hear it every election, it means nothing anymore. I don't hold elected office now. I love our country, and I'm dedicating this year through Election Day to traveling all across the country to spread this message of my experience and the experiences of so many Americans who are being negatively impacted by the Democrat elite. Every day we see more and more evidence about how they are willing to destroy our democracy so that they can stay in power. Just when you think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. The most recent one I saw this morning, you may have caught it, the Biden administration is already changing rules and putting systems in place within the bureaucracy of the federal government to preemptively stop Trump, if he were to be elected, from enacting the kind of transformational change that needs to take place in our country. They're trying to take away his power preemptively from being able to choose which people he wants to serve in his administration who will actually carry out his policies, unlike last time when so many of them were undermining the things that he was trying to do. We see how they are using our judicial system, the national security state, and law enforcement to try to keep Trump off the ballot, completely take away our right to choose who we want to serve as president, to keep him tied up in court. They want to send him to prison, to suck all the money out of his campaign and his own bank account in these trumped up charges that show the double standard within this government. There's so many issues that we can talk about, but the key message that I want to share with you is, first of all, thank you for what you're doing. You could spend your Saturday morning in a whole lot of other places doing a whole lot of other things, and those of you who are stepping up to be that change, it means a lot, and it means a lot to a lot of people. I recognize that Iowa will very likely continue to go and vote not for Joe Biden, and will likely vote for Trump in this election. But I want you to not underestimate the power that every one of you have and the influence that you have to be able to bring over those who may not realize what's actually going on in our country. To look for those, whether they're in your community or people you know in other states, who may be Democrats, who are frustrated, as I was for so long, about the direction the Democratic Party is headed. People who may be independents. There are more political independents in this country than there are Democrats and Republicans who are frustrated with the Biden administration. Maybe they don't really like Trump very much, but they're not really sure what to do. There's a very clear choice in this election. Whether the Democrats replace Joe Biden at the convention or not, who knows what's going to happen. I think the fact that they've got Kamala Harris out there saying that she's ready to be president, they're sending her to Europe to try to reassure NATO allies and put a strong foot forward. She gives me no confidence. Worse yet, people like Kamala Harris, who are only motivated by a desire for power and are willing to do anything and everything to get that power, pose a direct threat to our country. Every one of us has the opportunity and the responsibility to bear this message and to share with others, not just those who are in rooms like this, who we already know see the truth and are taking action to do something about it, but it's those who are living busy lives and just trying to raise their family and just want to make sure we have a secure country and secure borders and safe communities and opportunity for our kids to grow up. They're not really sure what they're going to do. This election to me is a pivotal election of our lifetime, because whether it's Biden or Harris or Gavin Newsom or whoever else may fill in that spot, if it's not Joe Biden, they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all part of that permanent Washington elite that doesn't care about us. They don't care about our Constitution. They don't care about freedom. We are already seeing how they are eroding and destroying these fundamental foundational principles of our country. The only way it stops is if we make that change, if we send them home, if we make sure that enough Americans recognize the truth, who love our country and will do what it takes to save her. Thank you very much. It's great to see you all today. Enjoy your morning.